Hi guys, it is August. That means we're only a few weeks away from hunting some deer. Today's video I want to just do a saddle setup. So my platform, my saddle, all that stuff versus a climber. I like both, but what does each one take? How long does each one take at my pace to set up? How loud are they? How light are they? Just some overall things. It's kind of fun to watch everybody say saddle hunting is just a new fad, which it is, or do we want to stick with the climber? Both of them have huge advantages, but on a Saturday where it's nice out, I got nothing to do, here's a video. The saddle that I'm running is a tethered, I believe this one is the Menace, so this is an extra large saddle kit. I'll put that on in a minute. I'm also running their tethered Predator platform. And then I've got some Hawk Helium climbing sticks that I like. So let's put it on. So this is pretty simple to put on. So this is the Tethered brand. This is where you put your bottom, and then you put your legs through, and I'll demonstrate that. So you literally just put it on like a diaper or a pair of shorts. You want to make sure that this gray piece is in the front, and then you just take your legs, and then you wrap that, you take this orange buckle, you put that onto this orange loop, repeat for each leg. For each leg. And then, as the kids say, you then saddle up. Pulling it tight. So, that's simple. Just like so. And then this is the sticks. So they are all together on these couplers here. One of the hardest parts for me right now on saddle hunting is taking off every single one of these, unwrapping them, and attaching them to the tree. Now, it's a lot slower of a process than setting up a climber stand, but I can get into any tree that I want with these sticks, which is nice. Like if there's a branch in the way, I can still attach this stick to the tree and still get in my saddle setup. But I'm going to start a little timer. I'm going to throw on the GoPro, we're going to attach these, and we're going to get into the tree. I'm not trying to knock either one. If I didn't win this saddle kit, I wouldn't be using a saddle. They're not expensive, they're not cheap. I like how lightweight it is. So we'll get set up. Aha. So I just found this in my backpack. This is a tool hook that you could put on the back of the saddle to connect your platform to. This is something I found for like just a few bucks. I'll show you what that looks like. So just like that, it's connected. That my GoPro did not record, but this time it did. These sticks are so nice. You take this rope here, connect it on one side, wrap it around the tree, connect it again, and it's called the cinch down. So as these teeth bite in, you pull down and you start climbing. I like to I like to use my hand on the back of the tree to pull me, and from there I just move my alignments rope up. I bought these rope bands to keep that tension and keep able to be pulling myself closer and closer to the tree. I think this one's like 60 bucks on Amazon. This is really nice. So as I go up, I'm pulling myself closer because the tree naturally gets skinnier. My hand behind the tree, I'm stepping up, and I'm using this I'm pulling my rope up to about neck height so that at any moment I fall, that rope has downward tension to keep me close to the tree. Hand behind the tree, pull myself up. I'm connected. Hand behind the tree, pull myself up. And here, so on where your platform sits is completely up to you. If I am trying to shoot this direction, I might hide myself a little bit, knowing that on my bow pullback, I'm right-handed, so I'm here. If I am wanting to be completely hidden, another tip and trick is you can use your platform, or I mean your sticks, as another platform too. So if I can replicate that, I won't be able to. Basically what I'm saying is you can take your platform at any time and put it right next to your sticks. So if I'm here and my platform's out, I have another step here, but for video's sake, I'm not gonna do that. So to put your platform out, you're gonna pull or close it, pull your rope tight, and hope everything's touching nice and tight, and then you pull down. So as you pull down, these teeth are gonna grab, these teeth are gonna grab. Another tip I'll show in a second is when I get up over top of this. So again, hand behind the tree, pull myself up, pull myself up, and here. So the tip and trick I was going to show is that even though I tested it and made sure that the platform was sturdy, I'm just going to take my foot, get up one more higher, and I'm going to press down, cinch it in. You're not going to want to stomp in the woods, but here. So I am connected, I'm on my platform. This is a crucial step. You should never, ever, ever disconnect yourself until you are in your tether. Something I did for the first few times I sat in this setup was that I kept both my alignments on and my tether on at the same time. I just felt very skeptical on this whole thing. So I had always 2 points of get contact. So I'm in. Like I was telling you earlier, I got my tether on. I might eventually still keep this rope man on, or this lineman's rope, and just loosen it up a little bit. So now I'm fully dependent on my tether. And I've got 360, essentially 360 around this tree. But I set up to where I've got this way and I got a perfect shot here. Or I could turn my body and go here. So it's constantly pulling. I put this rope man on here as well, just to keep myself as a solid mechanical point. So it's constantly pulling downwards, staying together. This is your bridge, and this is the lineman's belt I was talking about. I have kept this one on many times as just another fail-proof way of holding me onto the tree. It just works for me. And there we are. There we are. So my platform essentially would be shooting in this direction. I could swing all the way around the tree if I wanted to. And there it is. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do a little bit TLC eventually to get all of those straps kind of taken care of so they're not in the way or distraction, which you can wrap them back around. But just like that, I'm down. I typically like to take all my sticks down as I'm coming down the tree and just pile them up here. Once you put your bow down, you can put your backpack down, etc. It's pretty easy. So now we'll move on to the climber. All right, next option is my climber. This is an older climber that I have. I don't even know the brand, but that's what I got. Super nice thing is that it is a stable platform when you get up in the tree. You can throw it right on your back like a backpack, then your hands free. You can eliminate all the sound you want with some tapes, etc. So it's not a bad option. The only one thing I don't like about it, let's say I had a hunt last year where I had to walk, it was probably a mile to get in. So it is heavy. When you get out there, you do feel a little bit tired. So I will say it's not a bad option. It's been around forever. So I'll get it hooked up, we'll climb the tree. So mobile hunting has a million different options when it comes down to it, whether you're public land or just trying to move up a little bit closer in private land. Nothing is going to be the right way or the wrong way. It's obviously personal preference. This is a classic go-to versus the one thing with saddles is I can get into any tree. And this tree has a little bit of a curve or a lean to it that might deter some people with a climber. Okay, so my GoPro did not my GoPro did not record for some reason again, and I will try it again. So I'm going to add a little. Oh, hold on here. All right, so I'm going to restart the timer. I'm going to add a minute for just setting this up. GoPro didn't start, and I'm getting hot. So the main reason I love climbers in general is because there is a safety factor in when you're buckled in, when your feet are in, you can feel somewhat safe because of how aggressive these teeth are. So what, one length, what, two lengths, two, you want to make sure you're cinching them in, three, four, we're gonna go 4.5, smaller tree. So about 4 or 5. And then carefully putting this harness on. Putting the harness on. Okay. And we're in. I'm about another length or two short of where I want to be, but I'm okay with that. All right, sit down. All right, well, that's the nice part. So you can always arm still attached to the tree, either level, but Squealing. Hey, we're up and down. All right, so I got myself down already. Timer was 2 minutes. I'm gonna give or take a minute for initially putting it up on the tree, and I needed to go one more spot to match the saddle, but who cares? Doesn't really matter about speed. It's just how effective you can get up in there and to a spot you want to be. The one bad thing about this climber was that the tree, when I mentioned it earlier, is starting to lean one way, and the tree's gotten smaller. So that has always been the battle with climbers. There's not really a good way to adjust each level besides the top level as you go up higher than the tree, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's whatever you want to do. It just was a fun little test today between both of them. I'll bring both on certain things, and I might like one or the other eventually in the season. You gotta give or take the heat too of the day. The climber, I got a lot more sweaty, or a lot sweatier than the saddle, because you can slowly go your way up on the saddle. But thank you for watching. I'm not really looking for a battle online or anything like that. It's just what I wanted to do today. So thanks.